What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel by order of the Peaky Blinders Season 5 premiere.
Wow.
This is flying through. I mean, it is going so fast. These seasons are just 6 episodes, and it feels like we just power through them.
Yeah.
And it feels like the story goes really quickly. But here we are, Season 5, coming off of probably what I think would be the best season, in my opinion. Definitely my favorite season. Because of just the impact, the emotion, the storylines.
The chaos.
I love the Italian mob. I thought that was a really cool addition to this. And just, I mean, those characters and everything that went down in that finale, holy shit, it was amazing. Just watching Alfie die too, who was such a great character because you literally never knew where his brain was.
Or what he was even talking about sometimes. You're like,
He would just
what?
ramble. He would just ramble and go on. I called him a run-on sentence, and I feel like that fits him perfectly.
Yeah, but I feel like he didn't make sense, but made sense all at the same time. Like he spoke in riddles.
Yeah. I mean, the addition of Luca as a villain with that whole mob story, I thought was fantastic. I thought he did an amazing job in that role.
Oh my God, the wrap-up of that?
Yeah. His
freaking
death.
Capone. Hello?
Right, totally. That's so
awesome.
Cool. But like the fact that Arthur got that kill, that it came full circle, I thought that was amazing storytelling. I love how that was all played out. I love that for Arthur, having that stripped away from him and then him getting that kill and the swerve of his death.
For John.
That swerve of his death too.
Yeah.
There's probably one other time in another show, Game of Thrones, where I was never so relieved to see a character. After what happened, to see him walk, like, because they gave us like a really quick blurry shot. You didn't know what exactly that was.
It was almost like a ethereal, like, this is from the dead, from ghosts.
100%. And because no one knew, it basically felt that way when everyone saw him too. They're like, what? Oh my God. And just the way he walked in kind of slow with the light in the background and then it like came into focus. You're like, oh my God, Arthur, you're alive. It was such a great moment. But the episode ended with a pretty wild moment of Tommy running for office and then using Jesse to get information for his campaign to run for parliament. And then he won by what looked like an absolute landslide. It looked like he won by 10, 20,000 votes or something.
I don't remember.
Because it was like 6,000 votes for this person, 7 for that person, and then it was like 27,000 for Tommy, which was just holy shit.
Good job.
So wherever that storyline goes, Arthur went on a big rant of all of our enemies being dead. I'm sure they're going to find a new way to present something new because the show does an amazing job of introducing new characters.
I mean, Jesse would probably be pissed.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
Yeah.
But like that whole storyline, I'm very curious to see where it goes. What does Tommy do with this power and the whole labor issue that is in hand because he owns all these factories and is responsible for all these workers? Very curious to see where this goes because that is not a twist that I was expecting to see happen. The fact that Tommy Shelby is now a member of parliament, it's like, dude, you were like a Peaky Blinder gangster yesterday and now you're like this figure.
But you see,
holy shit.
You can turn it around. You can be a bad person and still be a bad person, but in politics.
I love Tommy's ambition and his ability to see the big picture and go for it and think about the grand plan and accomplish all these missions. Because, I mean, he's such a good strategist. He comes up with these great plans. They always seem to pull through. It's absolutely amazing. But here we are, Season 5. Anything else before we jump into it?
No.
Let's go.
The Licky Hills, October 29th, 1929.
One little piece of green plant growing in a field of dirt. And a phone booth just ringing randomly.
Is this how you make, like, sus phone calls? Oh my God, beautiful horse. Look at that. With the hair between the ears, bangs.
I've always found Tommy's love for the horses to be so interesting. Such an interesting character trait of him.
Arthur, we cannot give you the assurance you're asking for. We expect payment in full. It's my favorite part. We have never even heard of your people. We are not afraid of your threats.
What does that say? Angel what?
The angels of retribution.
That was a cool shot. Is this the new threat? The angels of retribution?
They say they haven't even heard of us. Tell Abrahama and Isaiah to introduce themselves. Finn, you stay out of it.
I loved that transition. That was cool. What is the
Time jump?
There you go. Thank you so much.
I mean, most of the seasons have had a pretty solid time jump. At least a couple of them have.
Yeah, I can, because I can't, I know they said 1929, but I can't remember what it was previous. Oh.
Shelby Company Detroit.
Oh, are we with Michael?
Looks like he's having a good time in the States.
Yeah? Wait, say that again. No, that cannot be possible.
Uh-oh. Monte Carlo.
This is really cool the way they're doing this intro for this season.
Look at that horse. Stop it right now. Freaking like, he's a Fabio of horses over here.
Would you expect anything less from Tommy Shelby?
Honestly.
Big, beautiful horse for the boss.
Limehouse Linda.
So Abarama is a full-time part member of the club now. He's a full blinder. I thought maybe that one job was all that they were going to bring him in for, but nope.
The menu.
Is that her?
I think so. Yes.
I'm brain farting on her name.
I know.
She's been in a bunch of stuff that we've watched.
Arthur, where's Tommy?
Is Michael freaking out about the stock market? Is that what's going on?
What are you talking about? How is that possible?
I know.
In New York City at 6 a.m., the Wall Street Stock Exchange crashed.
Yeah, Black Tuesday. Title of the episode.
Gotta get out of here. Hurry up, come on!
I'm going!
Holy shit. This is intense.
If you're going to England, I'm coming with you.
No.
I love you. You love me. That's the truth.
Gina, wait, come on.
I want to meet your family.
Oh, God.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Ooh, and it's red. Oh, I love it. Oh, shit. Look at the cheekbones on that kid. Dang. Whoa. Oh! Oh, like the Kool-Aid Man! Did he say, oh, yeah? No. All right. Well, I mean, that's one way to get through.
Now you've heard of us.
Damn. You should have hit him with like a Peaky Blinders, bitch.
Oh, no.
Coach, put something down for the blood. My sister will fucking kill me.
Oh.
Get me some booze.
Oh, you got jacked up. Oh, it's in there. Oh, it's in there.
Just fucking get the thing out of me and sew me up.
I thought maybe it was a graze. Nope.
Piggy boy, give me your blade.
Oh my God.
On the couch.
You know what you're doing?
I've done this a dozen times. I once took a bullet from between two ribs, 1 inch from the heart. Mind you, it was a horse. The horse did die.
The fuck? Can we not? Oh, fuck. You're doing great, Finn. Doing great, bud.
Oh.
There you go. Just a little one.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh shit.
Get out, both of you. Tommy told you. Shelby's stay out of the sporting stuff.
What's to maintain his fucking reputation?
Oi! We've got a chance. Tommy has given us that chance. He's got power, we've got money, and our past is left behind us. And you've got a precious young life in, you fucking idiot. You've got nothing to prove, Finn.
I felt like that's what it was.
Daddy! Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Ooh.
Where's Charles?
Get it done, Johnny.
Oh.
Where's Charles?
He's in the wagon.
My
We
exact
won't come
question.
out.
Thank you.
He heard Johnny talking Rocker. He understands more gypsy than we think. He heard him say, "You shot the horse." I told him it was mercy. I said, "It's what you do when a horse gets sick." He doesn't understand.
Dad, why did you shoot him?
Aww.
Charlie, get out here now. Let's get it done.
How big is he now?
He's still a little guy. He's real cute though. Honestly, look at that baby.
He's all
Look at his
decked
little
out.
suit
Yeah.
and stuff.
Now listen to me. Your horse was sick. He was in pain. The vet couldn't do anything. Even Curly couldn't do anything. I put him to sleep. It's what you do.
No, it's what you do. Shoot horses, shoot people. Everybody says.
Well,
Damn. That sucks.
Dangerous, my beautiful horse.
Oh.
Too wild to race. Wouldn't take the reins of the whip. Should have been a war horse. Got tired of the pasture. Couldn't stick the peace and the quiet. Gave up on life. And is now free. In the blink.
Crying.
oh, she's so sweet. I don't want to watch that. I hate that. I don't like that at all. I don't ever see that shit again.
I told Michael on Friday this was going to happen.
Said he was advised by the broker that the prices would rebound. Everybody was told the same thing. He held on.
Oh shit.
Michael held on.
Uh-oh.
Michael held on.
How much did they lose?
Probably everything.
And carried on dancing and playing and fucking in the snow.
Uh-oh.
Charlie, come out here now! Kid never fucking listens.
They never do. They never do. They never will.
What do I have to do to make people fucking listen to me?
Oops.
Arthur, you call a full meeting for the board of directors tomorrow at noon. A full fucking meeting. What's wrong with today, Tom? Need to do some thinking.
So he told Michael on a Friday before the crash that he predicted the crash was going to happen, and he didn't listen to him. Didn't pull
He was
any.
fucking around.
Didn't pull any of the assets out, and it sounds like they lost
Everything.
What now?
What am I, a genie? You summon me up with your little bottle of dope.
I'll take it for the pay to keep warm.
I love that she's still here. He still thinks about her every day.
Is that what it's for? The warmth? The warmth. Our love still remains. But you have to listen to the voices that you hear. Do what they tell you to do.
Too much to do, Grace. The kids. I need to say goodbye. I need to sleep.
Oh shit.
Just think, Tom.
That's a cool shot right there.
Yesterday, as you all know, there was a terrible disaster. It was for the whole world. It happened in New York. Whole thing went up. Actually, the whole thing went fucking down, but...
Oh, Arthur. He's
trying.
trying.
I know, he's trying real hard.
Shouldn't we just wait for Thomas?
Arthur's now the chairman of the board.
I might lighten the gloom and express, as a relatively new member of this company, what a pleasure it is to be in a boardroom that has so many females in it. And all the females who are both sharp-witted and decorative.
Choose your words carefully.
I know, right?
I was just explaining to everyone, Tom, that we're fucked.
Yes and no. It is true that a large proportion of the company's funds were invested in American stocks and shares.
Invested or hidden?
All investments are approved by the board, Linda.
Only the ones that went through the books, Thomas.
All right, Linda needs to fucking go.
After this meeting, and there will be another meeting for just family.
Did we vote on this?
Arthur.
Arthur, can't you control your wine? We are a very modern company, Mr. Green.
To be precise, everything we channeled through the New York Stock Exchange is now offering a return of 10 cents to the dollar. Yeah. There is hope.
Why? What have you got in there? A magic wand?
As non-executive director of the company, I need permission from the chairman to present my strategy to the board.
Permission granted, Tom.
Thank you. Goodbye. I mean, I get it, but also, like,
We don't need that. We don't need that attitude right now.
no.
Dude, those slow-mo shots with the fire exploding
Are awesome.
They just look so good.
Like, that's a cool shot. That's a cool shot.
It's ash flying, sparks flying, fire just looks dope.
That's a cool shot. Stop. Like, come on, man. Everything I want, like, on a canvas in my house.
Peaky Blinders are coming. Peaky Blinders are coming.
Everybody get their shit together.
What was the last time they'd been to the garrison? Is it still called that?
I don't know. I think it's called Shelby. It's just the stuff on the walls.
Family meeting. First item, this. Dug out of our Finn's arm yesterday by Aberama Gold using your gin and a razor blade. He says they were sent to Limehouse, Chinatown.
Sent by fucking who?
Sent by me. I told Finn to stay out of it. He obviously didn't listen.
No one listens.
I listen to you when you tell me no more sport for anyone named Shelby. What's in Chinatown, Tommy? What the fuck is going on?
Arthur's face.
£50,000.
He said they were sent to Chinatown to kill somebody.
That kid needs educating, Tommy, really does.
Arthur's gonna have a panic attack.
Tommy told me that there was a pimp in East London who sold kids.
Oh.
Now this pimp is lying in a ditch. World's a better place.
Holy fuck. So now your business is improving the world?
Sometimes, Ada, killing is a kindness.
There you go. I love Arthur so much. Sorry, Arthur.
John Ford is a High Court judge. We received intelligence from a senior police officer at Scotland Yard. I've made lots of new friends in London, men with influence. The police felt the same way about this pimp as we did. He wasn't worth the trial. The coppers cleared the streets for us. This work was commissioned by a High Court judge and by the House of Lords. The strategy I outlined earlier to rebuild the conventional parts of this business will take time. In the meantime...
Just business as fucking usual.
Until the stock market recovers, cash is king, and cash we have.
No one is going to hang you, Tommy. You're going to hang yourself.
You need to go easy on Ada.
When am I ever not easy on Ada? Eh?
The thing is, Ada.
She's pregnant.
Whoa.
Ada's what?
These days, people tell me things without even speaking. Polly, you need to reassure Ada that it's 1929, times have changed. We've a lot to do and no one gives a fuck who the father is.
Really? I already know who the father is. But we've had enough shocks for one day.
Well, now I need to know.
I would like to know also.
Tell us.
Tommy, you tell Arthur so that we can find out.
That meeting,
did not go well.
no.
Old from our brother, eh? Barney took a first bullet.
No one fucking listens to me.
Shit. That feels like the theme of the beginning of this season.
My right honourable friend, member for Epping, asks that following the crash, trade union members be more flexible in carrying out their duties. What he's really asking is that the working man carry the can. Grand Casino in Monte Carlo is a small and timid affair when compared to wild games of chance being played in London and New York by gamblers. So when they lose their bets, turn around and ask the shoe shine to pay for it. Half of the shoe shines and the can carriers in South Birmingham and all across Great Britain, I would suggest those who so recklessly lost their fortunes learn to shine their own shoes.
Why do I know his face? I know his fucking face.
Just wanted to say how much I enjoyed your speech. You speak very eloquent.
God damn it, who is he?
My name's Mosley, by the way, Oswald Mosley.
Oswald Mosley, apparently.
No, his mouth. It's fucking mouth. Who is that?
You've come to my attention.
Fuck, I can't place him.
I have bad news, Mr.
Shelby.
We agreed 50,000 on completion of business. My wife and I have had a misfortune on the London Exchange. There's 20 there. You'll have to wait for the rest.
Uh-oh.
God damn it, I can't think of it. It's stuck in my head right now.
Cavalry, eh? Spent a long time waiting for the cavalry, mate. One time, me and my comrades waited 3 days. The cavalry finally came, an officer on the back of a fine white horse. Joked that he'd been delayed playing a game of whist. I took out my Webley revolver and I shot him in the head.
Oh, shit.
On Monday, you will give me the full £50,000 in cash, or I will steal your white horse from under you.
How the fuck did a man like you get into a position of trust?
Well,
in a place of power and privilege?
Well.
Uh-oh.
Man like me, or sucker me. I'm seeing the photographs. Monday.
Oh, shit.
Shelby!
Shit.
Everything all right?
Yeah, fine. We lost money in New York, so I've been up late.
Didn't know you drank stout, Ada. Thought it was gin.
Times are hard.
And she's pregnant? Is it his baby?
Exactly how much did you lose?
Don't worry about it. Tommy has a plan. He thinks that we can turn the collapse of the stock exchange to our advantage. He says, when others retreat, you advance.
Tell your brother from me he's doing excellent work. 2 more military contracts for vehicles and parts for the army in India are on their way to him.
That's his baby, isn't it?
It's like she wants to tell him something, but... I think that's a good guess.
I think that's his baby.
Mr. Shelby, Mr. Levitt from the London Times.
Have a seat.
Okay.
No handshake.
We're not in the mood right now.
I sent you a list of questions.
Yeah, I misplaced them.
This is going very well.
All I remember is that your questions interested me.
Oh, good. Traditionally, in this country, print journalists take no interest in the private lives of politicians. But in these modern times, especially in America, journalists are beginning to... well, that is to say, yes.
What is going on?
I think he's
Want
nervous.
to know more about the men who represent them.
Of course, in these modern times.
Whereas before, it would have been seen as ungentlemanly to ask a public figure questions about personal matters or business affairs.
Oh, well, no need to worry. I'm no gentleman.
Well, at least he's honest.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Shelby, as I said in my letter, 10 years ago, I was a journalist on the Birmingham Evening Mail. And of course, working in that city, it was impossible not to know your name and your reputation.
Uh-oh.
Where is this going?
So when I saw that you had been elected as a socialist...
You reflected on the fact that working people can indeed change their lives for the better. Channel their abilities in new directions, discover better methods, aim for happier outcomes. You can write this down, Mr. Levitt.
The question I have for you, Mr. Shelby, is this. Is your conversion from bookmaker to socialist politician a gradual thing or a road to Damascus experience?
I remember receiving your letters, and I distinctly remember your use of the word bookmaker.
Were you not a bookmaker, sir?
I gained a license in 1919 for on-track betting. But since 1923, I've made my fortune in the manufacture, sale, and export of motor cars.
And lately gin.
And lately 3 new homes for orphan children. You can write all this down, Mr. Levitt.
I have another question, Mr. Shelby. In Birmingham, the time that I was there, there was a Major Campbell.
Oh, God.
He was found dead.
Yep.
A member of your family was charged.
Right, you answer me this.
Oh, shit.
What is your Tory newspaper more afraid of? Is it evolution or revolution?
I love the shots. Oh, my God.
What is it that so troubles you that you would try to undermine me?
I am talking about specific events,
Which I don't recall. With which I was never personally linked, and after which all convictions were quashed.
It's the music and lack thereof at the same time. It's very slight.
I recall receiving your letter, and I recall that when I did, I asked a colleague of mine
To carry out some research.
Michael Levitt, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Unmarried, apartment in Maida Vale. Unmarried is underlined.
Is
Mr.
this a
Levitt
threat?
enjoys walks in the park.
This is a threat.
Sometimes alone, sometimes not alone. Sometimes with other men.
He's trying to threaten him with information.
He's gonna blackmail him right now.
Mm-hmm.
I believe private lives should remain private. Not everything modern is good now, is it? You're gonna write this down in your little fucking book.
Holy shit. I mean, dude was nervous when he arrived. I would probably be nervous too if I was trying to ask those kind of questions to Thomas Shelby.
Let's drink to the baby.
Polly, do you remember when I was last pregnant? You were going to take me to Cardiff. I was going to get rid of it.
What about this time? The baby's black. He's a bastard. And it's Birmingham.
Yeah, you're right.
The world has changed. And the baby's eyes are golden. And you're going to leave her with Aunt Polly every day to look after. Aunt Polly, who insisted that you called her Elizabeth.
How do you know it's a her?
Because I'm Polly Gray. To be born in the year 1930, where everything will be changed for the better.
I think we hope that for every year.
It'll be the colour of a Hollywood Oscar.
What will Tommy say?
Tommy knows.
He's also seen that the world's big and round, and he says, so what?
Tommy is right, you know, Ada. We are flying above the rules now.
We're bold people, aren't we?
That's the beauty.
These two are great together. Oh, look at that dog.
Is this the puppy?
Hello, sir.
Oh,
It is. He kept that puppy.
good job, Tommy.
At least you're still talking to me.
Couldn't just leave that dog on the beach. That's an amazing reveal. Love it.
You know, Francis, if there were to be a snap election in this house today, I wouldn't win it. Even if I were running against the devil himself.
I gathered.
Everybody's pissed.
This is definitely not the first time Tommy's been in a position like this. In terms of everyone being mad at him.
That's a cool shot right there.
Dude, this show's got amazing cinematography. There's so many great shots.
Did Arthur explain?
He said it's God's will. But you're not God.
He's a smart little thing.
Oh, man. I mean, would you expect anything else from your own child?
With the strong will.
Like, yeah. Tommy Shelby's son is stubborn. Shocking.
I know, right?
And sticks to what he believes.
A son of Tommy and Grace, not be stubborn. What the fuck has happened to Michael? How long does it take to get... Well, it probably takes a long time. Gotta take a boat. Oh!
Oh, shit.
Damn. You asked the wrong questions. The price is wrong, bitch. Oh. So
Wow.
good. Every episode is like a perfect work of art, honestly.
I mean, it really is. And I feel like they do a really great job in these premieres where they set a really interesting tone for what we might be dealing with.
Chaos.
And I mean, just the fact that it feels very much similar to the beginning of last season, to where coming off of everyone getting arrested, the noose wrapped around a bunch of the characters' necks, the family's mad at him again. They're in a position of kind of defiance.
Well, his family's particularly
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
Like Lizzie, Ruby, Charles.
Yeah.
Poor Charles.
I know. That's, I mean,
How do you explain to a child?
that's an impossible thing
Yeah.
to explain, especially when you
And
got
have
to
them
do it
accept
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a brutal reality that he lives in that is impossible to explain to a child that young, especially when you're pulling the trigger. That's just,
You're not God.
yeah, it's unimaginable to even try to explain that to a kid that age. But I mean, the kids are stubborn and they're mad. It's like, I mean, Linda is pissed, and the way she's treating Arthur was a friggin' rock star in this episode. His facial expressions and his body language were amazing.
Right. But I mean, he is
It was
kind
so
of the
funny.
doorman.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's always
she's
been in that
not
position.
wrong.
That's
Yeah.
always been his role. And it made me think of, I think it was Troy, where like the brother dynamic was like, you're the older brother. You always get everything. I don't ask you for anything. And I just do the deeds as the younger brother. It's like, that's what Arthur is. I mean, obviously he's the older brother, but Tommy's the boss. So it's just one of those situations where he's always kind of understood and embraced his role. And now like Linda is getting mad about it. I don't think
she's tired of it.
I don't think Arthur gives a shit about it. So yeah, it just very much feels very similar to the beginning of last season where, I mean, I would be frustrated in Tommy's position too, especially if you end up being right and things happen where no one listens to you. Finn getting involved and getting shot. Michael fucking around and not listening to him about the stock market.
God, that's so
The
frustrating.
fact that he predicts that on a Friday and then on a Tuesday everything crashes and you lose millions, that would probably drive me insane if you had that foresight to be like, dude, pull it out, and you don't because you're partying and kind of not paying attention. That would be a really big problem.
Yep.
By the way, the girl with Michael, Anya Taylor, thank you. It totally brain farted during the... I was waiting for her to pop back up and she didn't pop back up.
And
it took them forever to get travel.
And Finnick. That's
It was the mouth.
Finnick.
You recognize the
His
mouth.
lips.
Yeah, the mouth. Like he has
Sugar
that like
cubes. I hope you get a fucking toothache.
Yeah.
It's Finnick.
he has that smile and like the,
He
the
does.
cheeks. It's like this whole area. Yeah.
Although first seeing him from the side profile, I kind of thought it was Henry Cavill, and I was
That's-
like, he's not big enough
That's
to be Henry.
that was my
Cavill.
first thought because it kind of looked like him.
Oh
But
my god, that was gonna make me nuts.
the Finnick character, I mean, he's had a mustache and dark
Yeah.
hair, and I think he had stubble.
But he just
has a yeah.
you can't mistake that
He has
face.
a face.
Thank you.
So
very much.
the way this season is started, the fact that Ada's pregnant like he's an officer, right?
Well, and it's gonna be a biracial baby.
Yeah.
So,
But he's
the
also a police
times
officer,
aren't-
right?
Yeah. Well, it's the military.
Oh, military. That's what it was.
Yeah. But like,
Is he
the
an
times
ally?
aren't advanced that much.
Yeah, is he an ally though to Tommy under these circumstances? Or is he a threat being in a position of authority like that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, as long as I guess Tommy's doing his job, I guess.
Well, he doesn't know. What does he know?
Right. So I don't know
Only
if
what Abe
that's
tells him.
right. I'm wondering if that relationship is outside of like the personal relationship, like the business aspect of it, if it has any ramifications for Tommy or whatever. But the other side of it, yeah, obviously there's that question, and I mean, Paulie will handle it.
I hope so. It's just we still have issues.
Of course.
So 1930.
Yeah.
1929.
It's
still.
It's a really interesting start because of where this potential threat is going to come from. I mean, everything that they were dealing with, I think it was like the Angels of Retribution. That whole storyline at the beginning feels like it might be bigger, especially since he did the job for someone who's not going to pay him. And then that interaction was super tense because he was like, how the fuck did someone like you get to a position of trust like this? And he's like, but me? Like someone like me? Like, how dare you say that kind of thing to me? And that feels like it's going to be a problem. This newspaper dude feels like there's got to be a bigger story there as to what he was actually.
Think anymore.
No, but I'm not fully trusting the idea that he was writing for the paper. Like, I feel like, why would they assassinate him under that circumstance? He didn't take any notes. He didn't write anything. I didn't feel like he took it. And they kept highlighting his like pen.
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt like something else was going on there. And the way he was kind of stuttering and really nervous at the beginning.
Well, he knows that, I mean, from Birmingham, he knows like the Shelby name, like he gets who he is and what could be done.
I feel like it's something a little different than just a reputation
right
thing.
No, totally.
And then for the fact two dudes like blow him away in that friggin' elevator, it feels like there's a lot more linked to that. I mean, unless he was concerned that he was going to write a hit piece on Tommy Shelby.
Oh, yeah.
Which is very possible. So, I mean,
I could see that totally.
That's very possible. He's just covering his bases, and it could be that simple, but I feel like there's more layers to that potentially.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe me overthinking things a little bit, but I mean, the idea that a journalist at his level, he was with the Times, so maybe Tommy was just protecting his identity and his image and his personal life, because, I mean, you bring up the couple things that he brought up. I mean, that would not be a good look for Tommy in his new position if they reported the idea that someone directly linked to his family was responsible for killing Campbell. Just the idea of where he is now, if that story got out, I feel like that'd be really bad for the reputation and Tommy as a person, because Campbell was in a position of authority and doing a job, and I mean, that would not be good if it came out that Tommy was responsible for that death, essentially, even though he wasn't linked to
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
That didn't happen.
But
I don't recall.
Paulie being named and directly linked as a family member, I mean, that would be really bad. So I feel like there possibly could be a little more to that story than just he was protecting a hit piece from getting produced. I don't know. We'll see. But, I mean, the start of this season, fantastic. I mean, they always do a good job of setting the foundation for a good story. I'm so happy that he kept the dog. I mean,
Cyril.
That was just one of those things when you walk away and the season ends, you're like, you didn't just leave the dog there with dead Alfie, did you? It's he didn't. He's a lover of animals.
But like it wouldn't, like normally you wouldn't be like a second thought. You're like, oh, he left the dog. I'm sure the dog fine, but he made sure to let you know that the dog is fine.
It's great. So another really good start to the season. I can't wait to see where it goes and what kind of threats and how he handles it, even within like the family and exterior threats. Again, really good start. Any other thoughts? All right, y'all. You guys, by order of the Peaky Blinders, leave those comments, hit that like button. See you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.